I'm sure we've all seen this quote before. Comparison is a thief of joy. Can we be honest? Can we just be honest for one moment, please? I just want to have an honest moment with you guys. Like, bro, there is nothing that ruins my day more than seeing somebody who is the same age as me or maybe a little bit younger succeeding extremely well at something. Like, that is just, I don't know, that's the worst thing ever. It irks me when I scroll on social media and I see people from my high school getting married. I take another scroll and I see somebody that didn't even go to college. Here I am in grad school, by the way. Someone that didn't even go to college making hundreds of thousands of dollars in their first job. And it's like, what am I doing? And I know what you're thinking. I sound crazy. I sound jealous. I sound angry. Now, that last two, angry and jealous, yeah, that's me. But it's not in the Lex Luthor type of, I'm going to use this feeling to beat you, Superman, and to rule the world. It's not like that. My jealousy is a lot different. It's quieter. It's heavier. It feels like a pit in your stomach. It's like, actually, I got a story that will sum up exactly how I feel. You know, a few weeks ago, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary with my girlfriend, and we went to this really nice steakhouse. It was so fancy. The food was so expensive. Before our food came out, I looked around, and I was just looking at people, and I noticed the clothes, the watches. I looked outside and saw some really nice cars, and I realized something. While I was there for an anniversary, it didn't look like anybody else was celebrating anything. It was no special occasion for them. It was just Thursday night dinner. Me, I had saved up for this dinner. When they got the bill, they was chilling. They didn't even flinch, right? And then I noticed something else. There were people my age in that restaurant, and I felt the same exact way that I feel when I scroll on social media and I see these people that are the same age as me that are doing so much better, and I feel small. But I don't know, maybe I'm an outlier. I know a lot of people in my life who get inspired by rich or successful people. It kind of like lights a fire inside of them, but I am not one of those people. When I see people winning, I don't feel inspired, especially when there's somebody that's the same age as me or younger. I feel erased because I'm thinking to myself, when is my turn? I think, what am I doing wrong? Hold on, why not me? And so I started to wonder, why do I feel this way? And I really want to know why you do too. I think everything was fine until we were given the schedule. You know the one. It's like get through high school, go to college, find your passion, turn that passion into a career, make good money off of that career, find someone, marry that someone, have kids, be happy, all in that order. And the moment someone showed us that roadmap, I really believe that we stopped wanting to be kids. We saw something we thought was better. And we just wanted to grow up. And then we did. And instead of this being a long, messy journey, we instead started watching people complete the schedule early. And I believe it created some type of early success culture, one that quietly tells young people, hey, if you're not winning by now, you're behind. That time is running out. It's basically over for you. Life has an expiration date. And for some people, like I said before, that pressure it makes into diamonds, right? That pressure turns into fuel. But for others, for people like me, maybe even the person watching this, it turns into panic. And it really reminds me of this book I just read by Oscar Wilde. It's a classic. It's called The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now, I'm not going to go too into depth about what happens in the story because you can read it yourself, or you might have already read it. But basically, why it's important is because Dorian was completely content with his life until someone tells him that youth is everything. That once you age, once time moves on, it's over. Lord Henry, the dude that told him, literally tells him that life peaks early and nothing matters after you start to get wrinkles and after your hair starts to turn gray. And that idea absolutely destroys Dorian. And it's not aging itself that destroys Dorian. You'll see that in the book. But the idea of aging, the idea of growing older was the worst thing ever to Dorian. Because once he found out the clock was ticking, he lost his mind. And that's the problem. That's the exact problem that we have. It's not that we're behind, but that we were told there's a schedule. All right, now this part of the video is where we get really honest. If we were wearing a mask up until here, this is where we take it off. Here's the thing. That resentment, the jealousy that you feel when you see someone flexing on you, I realize that resentment is silently and secretly protecting you. But here's the thing. It's protecting you from failing. Because as long as you believe that the game is rigged, as long as you believe the system is unfair and these other people had advantages, you don't even have to risk failing. You don't even have to try at anything. You can stay right where you're at. I want you to think about it. Like, I can stay mad at these people in this restaurant forever for their success, because if I stay angry, I won't have to find out. I may not be special. I won't have to try anything if I'm just angry at them. Resentment lets you feel superior without taking action. There's this idea from the 4 Agreements that says you shouldn't take things personally. I used to hate that idea. I didn't really like it. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I feel like jealousy, something like that, that's personal. It's obvious. It feels like something is being done to you. But when I'm standing there at the steakhouse, I feel like something finally clicked. I realized I wasn't angry at them. I was more angry at me. I was angry at myself. I was angry that I hadn't committed to anything long enough to earn progress, to earn that direction, momentum. So when I saw people my age ahead of me, I filled in the gaps with stories. That they got lucky, that the game was rigged, that they had advantages, and maybe some of that is true, but the part that I didn't want to admit was this. I have no idea what their story was. I have no idea what they may have done to get there, what they sacrificed. I don't know how long they stayed when it stopped being exciting, because I only saw the result. I only saw the outcome, and I took it personally. And it wasn't because they were doing something wrong. It was more of a reflection of myself. Their success reminded me of all the times I walked away when things got hard, when things got boring, when the future was unclear. So seeing someone ahead of you doesn't automatically mean they're better than you. And it doesn't mean you're behind either. What it usually means, is that they started earlier or they stayed longer. There's a moment when you're about 23 in your early 20s when you realize no one is coming to save you. You can sit in the hole and stay angry. You can, yell at the stars, and you can be like, man, who put me in this hole? Did I put myself in this hole? Who pushed me down here? Or you can start climbing. You don't have to ask any of those questions. You could just start climbing. And I made this channel to start climbing, to give the jealousy somewhere to go. It wasn't to win. It wasn't to prove anything to anyone, to myself. It wasn't to race anyone. It was just to stop rotting in comparison. Now, I'm not enlightened. I don't magically have the answers now. I still get jealous. I'm literally 23. I'm still scared of the future. I'm terrified, actually. But I noticed that building something, anything, just making one video, this felt better than staying angry.